You're back. You need anything? Oh, of course.
You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing. Oh, kind of you to notice. That was my work. The name is Dworkin Glavenok. Some call me Dworkin the Mad. That don't ruffle my beard, though. You have to be a little mad in my line of research. King Harrowmont has a long memory for those who've helped him. The king figured the least he could do was send a few mad dwarves the warden's way. I developed these particular formulations, but it's the Kunari who perfected the art. That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned giants shouldn't be allowed to outsmart dwarves. So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients. And that it is. Lost a cousin to it. And some apprentices. But a stable formula would put a Messar herd on the Darkspawn. Let us retake some of our lost tags. If you got a mind to, aye. We used up all the explosives on those Darkspawn. I can make more, but I'm out of lyrium sand. Lyrium dust is all over the place, but that's too fine. Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the lads to work. I'll be careful. Careful-ish.
How do the Templars always find you, Anders?
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women. The male Templars never stopped to ask for directions.
You're impossible to talk to.
I do my best.
Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand, but for proper walls, you need proper stone. The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. But I don't suppose, you know, in your travels... I'll be here. Don't tarry too long. Got a wall to rebuild.
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. I'll do that, Commander.
Seneschal Verrill has been looking for you. Please go to the throne room. Just give me a moment.
Hey, Commander, we need to talk. Is my axe buried in your chest? No? Then you're not in trouble. It's something else. Dreams. You get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me? Yeah, This particular dream put me right off my breakfast. In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared brood mothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there and whispered, "It's time," and Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her. Then the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write, and one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up. I do get other dreams about darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere as scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
And I'm off.
May I be of service? Certain.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
Point the way, fearless leader.
And I'm off.
This is a chest of belongings once owned by the man whose body I now inhabit. His essence lingers upon these objects like dust. I can even hear it whispering his name into the ether. In the Fade, nothing outlives the spirit that created it. Here, everything does. This world has fingerprints on top of fingerprints. Witness to beings long dead. How does one describe a sensation? I have no words for it. The man who owned these things was a Grey Warden like yourself, yes? We intend to avenge him? He was wronged. I inhabit his body. I have an obligation. And yet it had masters that set it to the task. They are not dead, surely. Good. These Darkspawn are a cancer within the heart of this world. But there is nothing that can be done just yet, is there? A world so full of beauty that beauty goes overlooked. I must see it with different eyes. This world of yours is far more colorful than I imagined, and more noisy.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided. There is a matter with Sir Temmerley that simply couldn't wait. By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it. Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the Crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down.
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Earl Rendenhall made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Hal's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Loghain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
My father built that bridge, but very well. I place my trust in you.
The Commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temmerley the Ox.
Sir Temmerley stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temmerley was a confederate of Arl Howe. Only some blood on their clothes. A sadly common sight on travelers these days. Besides that, nothing. The captain looked into the matter thoroughly. There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble. With such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him. If he's innocent, I'm the Empress of Orlais. But it's possible, I suppose. I fear you're correct. What is your will?
But you can't.
Oh, but the Commander very much can. This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this. Commander.
Yes.
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 Psst. Psst. Warden. Haren is content to let me craft away in obscurity under dreadful conditions. Never a care for the art of crafting. But you're not so dreadfully common. Exactly. I want to make wondrous things, things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. If you come across any fantastical materials, could you perhaps visit old Wade?
Wade, what are you about?
Oh, nothing, nothing. Remember, fantastical materials. Yes, Commander? Where did you find this? I could make a blade unparalleled. Oh my, oh my. Where's that list? Quick, gather these things. Hurry, there's history to make here. Yes, Commander?
Are you saying that you could become a demon, Justice?
I said no such thing.
You said that demons were spirits perverted by their desires.
I have no such desires.
You must have some desires.
I have none. Desist your questions.
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself. Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the Darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
So you are a thief?
Who, me? Not by profession, my friend.
And yet you were imprisoned for attempted theft.
Of things that belonged to my family and which were taken from us unjustly.
A likely tale.
Are you joking? Surely you're joking. Going.
Despite all your bungling.
Yes. If you insist.
Will not be stopped.
My baby disappeared!
Look over there!
Into the fray!
Still worked out, despite all your bumbling.
Huh.
I'll do it. Destructive forces of nature!
Going.
My magic will destroy you! Die!
You're right. That won't stop me.
Let's wait it! Nature coming back, time to I'm running back to you!
Where do I go?
Oh, this will be fun! Let's make this quick!
Yes.
Despite all your bungling.
And I'm off. Going. Yes. Look over there. All Ha!
tree.
All right.
I'll show you why mages are bad.
Take that.
Your wish is my command.
Right off. The right chamber.
Aw, you want to die?
I'd run if I were you. Stay your surrender, and we'll be merciful. Time to die.
Commander, the ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Calharol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone. Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. Should buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution. Of course.
Yes.
This smells like home. Better seal it off, though. Wouldn't want darkspawn in the Vigil's halls.
Are you ready? Of course.
You have not paid for your crime yet, mortal.
Still stewing over that, are you?
You have been freed, but you have not offered penance.
Isn't being forced to listen to you penance enough?
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Wonderful. We can start making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Voldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history. Fine. We'll be safe. Happy now, Voldrick? Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Commander, just give me a moment. Huh.
I don't think we should dally here.
Should we get a move on?
Will I return to the Fade one day? Is it even possible?
Commander.
Ooh, I think a blister on my foot just exploded.
Yes.
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 What happens when this body of yours expires?
How long does such a process take?
I don't know. Can you still walk around once you're simply bones?
So I'm led to believe, yes.
That is incredibly disturbing.